Hello, and welcome to Cracking the Lightning Code. A few things to cover, but firstly, I just want to correct a couple of things from the previous video. On the subject of Zeo Blue's power tonfas, I said I'd rather they come with a new MMPR Red release than a Zeo Blue because I don't want to double dip. For what it's worth, I do have Wave 3's Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, as well as Wave 4's Zeo Blue. Either way, I'd be getting a second version of a figure. I just imagine a new MMPR Red would come with the improved helmet sculpt, and I'd be happy to get that along with the tonfas. More significantly, I reported that the list of listings 3.0 didn't have any items after December 2021 with Kingdom Blaster. Well, that might not be the case after all. I was looking again and spotted Studio Series Soundwave, specifically TF6, or Bumblebee, which we know is due in the first Studio Series wave of 2022. Now, that could mean a December 2021 release, or it could be March 2022. He's the only figure from that wave on the list, which is peculiar. But there we have it, a slim possibility that the Canterbury codes stretch ahead at least a little way into 2022. Now, onto the news. A week after the teaser at the end of the latest Power Rangers Fan First Friday, the Zeo Cogs 2-pack was officially unveiled. This is coded Power MorphCon, which is a code name that I either forgot to mention in the previous video or which was found between the previous video and the cogs being revealed. But yeah, we'd heard it before and now we know. The 2-pack was revealed as part of the online Power MorphCon 2021, but I'm not sure if the code is only to do with that or if it was originally intended as a PMC exclusive. This is our second Foot Soldier 2-pack after the Putty Patrollers last year. I'm wondering if, at least for the main Foot Soldiers, or those with variants, this might be a regular format. It's a nice way to aid in troop building, and makes it easier for Hasbro to release variants. If we'd gotten a silver cog in Wave 11, it would have probably been a while before we saw a copper cog. I could see the Quantrons being released in a 2-pack, one with a silver undersuit and one with a black one. And, thanks to a slip up on the part of Amazon Australia, we now know the identities of the figures in Wave 10. Zuth Venus and BLM Neptune Cass are confirmed to be Zeo Yellow and In Space Pink. Vel Mercury is Dino Charge Green. Vel is confirmed to be the code for Dino Charge, so I'd expect us to see Vel Earth and Vel Neptune in the next year or so. You know, provided we aren't switching to the Canterbury codes. But at the very least, we'll likely see at least Dino Charge Blue and Pink in the not too distant future. Finally, BLM Parsec is confirmed to be In Space Phantom Ranger from the popular season Power Rangers in Space. He's presumably the owner of the In Space Navigator teased before. In all seriousness, as someone who wants to see Turbo figures, this is a little concerning. It reads like either the team at Hasbro was so focused on doing everybody from In Space that they forgot Phantom Ranger was originally from Turbo, or they're so averse to touching Turbo that they didn't want to label the season's fan-favourite character with the season's name. If the latter is true, it's a bad sign for a season which already didn't seem likely to get figures in the short term. The product description refers to him having Phantom Laser accessories. The plural is just an error. In Space Pink is said to have Astro Blaster accessories. But, well, I think that's just going to be the Turbo Navigator, don't you? Don't get me wrong, I'm hyped for Phantom Ranger. I'm just expecting him to be alone on my shelf for quite a while. Oh, and a quick shout out to DudeWare1 for calling BLM Parsec as In Space Phantom Ranger back when we first got the Turbo Navigator tease. Where does that leave the line for the foreseeable future? We've got Lost Galaxy Green, Yellow and Pink, Dino Thunder Yellow and Black, SBD Yellow, and Dino Charge Blue and Pink still to come, as well as In Space Silver, who's seemingly a vehicle release. We'll probably see more MMPR re-releases, like with Yellow and Pink, and, of course, more villains from all the seasons the line's been focusing on. I imagine we'll see the remaining 5 Time Force Rangers at some stage, and I'm still torn on whether we're likely to see Beast Morphers Yellow and Silver or not. I'm not sure on the source, but I saw a claim that the Transformers team has said they don't plan on doing Generations figures for characters from the current show, as those will fill the generations lineup in years to come when the children of today have grown up. I could see the Power Rangers team going with a similar approach for the current seasons, I guess not as far back as Dino Charge, and that's why we haven't seen any Beast Morphers since Wave 4. Since the adult collectors are generally more invested in the seasons they grew up with, it makes sense to focus on those. I think the exception for figures based on new teams will be the multimedia Jonathan Entwistle-led project, for the same reason we've been getting characters from Bumblebee and Studio Series. It looks to be for a broader audience, appealing to all ages and all levels of fan, so we could still see Lightning Collection figures for the cast alongside a regular toy line. Presumably, we'd start seeing those figures in 2023, when most of the current teams in Lightning Collection will have been wrapped up, and we'll probably have some other teams. I've mentioned RPM as an obvious choice before, so the line will look fairly different by then. Of course, we'll likely have a new code system at that point too. Another little spruce up for the key, which is available in the description so you can share it as you like. Let me know what you think we'll be seeing next in the line. As ever, thanks for watching.